Cast your mind back when Meghan Markle started out on this jam journey. Remember American Riviera Orchard, a fuzzy video. So fuzzy, in fact, that some people suggested if that was her kitchen, that could do with a makeover first. But this is, of course, the world that Meghan and Harry now live in. And I'm not one to criticise anybody's kitchen, let me tell you. It's the least place I find myself more comfortable. I enjoy food, as you can imagine, but I don't necessarily like to make it. So hats off to anybody who wants to make some food. But on a serious note, if you cast your mind back to when Meghan started that brand, whatever you want to call it, American Riviera Orchard, well, the thing was, it was going to be great, wasn't it? It was going to be wonderful. And then she had a problem. And the problem really was this. Well, now the problem's come back, but this time around she's looking at it rather differently. As ever, let me explain. Morning, chums. Lovely to see you today. Thank you so much for joining me. Just in the sort of vicinity of St. Paul's Cathedral. So I thought I'd do it here. It's lovely, isn't it? Lovely little red phone box there. Yeah. You see they're everywhere still. That's good, but there's no phones. It's quite sad, isn't it, when you see things like that? How many famous phone calls would have taken place in that phone box? And when you watch those old black and white movies, they were filmed a lot round here, you know, because of the stunning architecture by the brilliant Sir Christopher Wren. Yes, you know the ones I mean. Dial 999 with Robert Beatty. What a series that was. I know I'm going off tangent, but you know what I'm saying. Love shows like that, don't you? Now, somebody who could really do with a stabilising hand is none other than Meghan Markle, because, you know, how can you put this without being unkind? It's a flop. Whatever Netflix or Meghan and everybody and Ted want to go on and say she could flog anything, what's clearly obvious is Meghan Markle couldn't sell really anything. There's been an initial flurry of excitement for the jams, but then they're kind of fallen off a cliff because, well, here's the test in my opinion, right? And this is incredibly true. When you have a brand that really people like, a cultish brand, a brand name, you get a lot of sales traffic on things like Marketplace on Facebook, and in particular places, of course, you know, those selling sites, eBay. Well, you know those boxes that Meghan said you could repurpose for the jams and you could use them as a pencil holder or whatever? Well, seemingly people are not that fussed, you know, don't quite know where the value is. Maybe they're waiting to see if they pick up in value or not. But what's interesting is she's now re-looking at the position of looking for another CEO for American Riviera stroke as ever stroke with love Meghan. She's probably come to the realization that actually you can't do it all. I mean, after all, we know she's a hard-working mum. She pointed that out on that interview with, what's the woman called again? Jamie. Yes. Oh, you know, it's so difficult, my morning routine with the nanny. Hardly got time to brush my teeth and have one of my clever coffees before getting my hair done. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. On a more serious note, this particular insider tells me that Meghan has in fact started looking once again, preferably this time around, for an experienced CEO to try and knock the brand into shape. Now, a couple of people have already been, and this particular telling bon mot was fabulous to find out, because in the interview, they left the sort of person in a room, and on a screensaver, and this is 100%, and as ever, I have to say allegedly, was this particular phrase: no, nobody can take away the titles. Now, I don't know, as this particular individual, I have to be careful who I say there, this particular individual who went there for the meeting, whether that's there for their benefit to pass that on, let the world know, but it really just tells you the mindset of what's going on inside Montecito. Well, Meghan's trying to battle away launching her own brand, her own company, whatever you want to call it. Well, clearly, these are the things that are on their mind, and it just shows you how close she is, of course, with the likes of that tabloid magazine, the nasty tabloids that have been so cruel to both her and her husband, who's a fox, by the way. So Meghan truly, once again, is looking to see exactly how she could reevaluate herself, put herself back out there, and hopefully relaunch once again with Love Meghan. This time, though, with a bit more success. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.